Live, live, live. We're live on Traveling with Bruce and on Stock Markets with Bruce on a dual cast live show for Monday, the 10th of August 2020. We're in Creston, British Columbia. It is a beautiful sunny day today, high of 78, maybe 80. And we love it. It's as good as it gets. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. We said goodbye to our 95, 100 degree temperatures a week and a half ago. Here we are now in the 80s. Today we might hit 80, but what can I say? This is Canada, and this is summer weather. Thank you, all of you, for joining me tonight from wherever you are on the planet. I have viewers from at least 120 countries that watch me live and on my regular videos, and it is humbling to say the least. Thank you, all of you who are catching Traveling with Bruce and now Stock Markets with Bruce. I really do appreciate it. It's great of you to be here. I just noticed that I've got the wrong sign up for my channel. It says Traveling with Bruce sponsor member hangout show. I just finished that. For those of you who don't know, I have a loyal group of viewers like yourselves, of course, and others, but I have a core group of viewers, and this is a growing group every month now. I have sponsor members for this channel, and to become a sponsor member, you go down below. There's a link down below here in the description, or usually on any video that I upload, there's a little join box, a little thing that says join just below the screen. And you can become a sponsor member of this channel if you choose to do so. And if you do that, you get to hang out with yours truly 7 o'clock Monday night, 1 hour before this live show every week, for a sponsor member hangout show where we just talk about anything and everything we want to talk about. It's a hangout with yours truly, and we cover all the topics. And the sponsor members, I cannot thank them enough, because they're making a monthly contribution to this channel. And it's what, $10 a month US to become a sponsor member. It's 33 cents a day. And for 33 cents a day, you're a sponsor member of TWB. You put it on your automatic credit card things. YouTube sets it up, and forget about it. And thank you for those donations. It makes a difference. It gives me a little bit of a flow of cash that I can kind of count on every month. I'm looking to build that number up to several hundred, but we'll see. And you get to join me at 7 o'clock on Monday nights. And you also get to use special emojis on this live show and on that show as well, that are reserved just for sponsor member viewers and sponsor members. But they tell me at YouTube that they're now about to launch another benefit for sponsor members. And that is, you're going to be allowed to use the special sponsor member emojis in regular comments on all videos. So if you're watching a video I make, like I did one today, if you like that video or you want to comment on that video, you're allowed to use emojis that only sponsor members can use. And we have about 10 of them now. We're going to add a couple more shortly. And the more sponsor members I have, the more emojis I'm allowed to create. And so it just feeds itself. And so fantastic. Also, as a sponsor member, you occasionally will receive an email alert from yours truly, or a YouTube alert from YouTube, telling you that there's a special video just for you. Sponsor member only videos that are put up once in a while. I did one yesterday. I put it up this morning. It's a behind the scenes video here in Creston. What actually happens, what really, really goes on behind the scenes. And the sponsor members today were able to catch that video today and see for themselves just what actually happens here in little old Crestonia to run this channel. And well, we had some fun making that. I had some fun making this movie. And any of you who become a sponsor member, let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. Anyway, I love to make a special videos for sponsor members as a special thank you from me to you for going above and beyond just tolerating the commercials and tolerating whatever messages you get on these bars that come across from time to time. Thank you, all of you, for that. Those of you on Traveling with Bruce, thank you. And those of you who are here on the Stock Markets with Bruce channel, thank you also for joining me tonight. We have some cruise news to share with you, some other travel news today. And if you have any questions about what's going on out there, let me know. I'll be more than happy to try to answer your questions. I see 16 people on the Stock Markets with Bruce channel. That channel now has 829 subscribers. It's my newest channel. It's about 6-8 weeks old. And there are about almost, 90 or so on the big channel. And more of you are popping in to say hi to me. Give me a shout out. No matter if you watched before or you're here for the first time, say hi to me. Tell me, where are you watching me from? And try to tell me, if you can, how hot is it where you are? How are you doing? And I will give you a shout out because I like to read my comments to all of my viewers. I like to share on these on this back and forth exchange. So thank you, all of you, for coming by. The big news here for the last 2 weeks, last 2 months, I have been talking to you about the plan to acquire a brand new Apple Mac Pro, a MacBook Pro computer, 16-inch MacBook Pro. And last week on last week's live show, I put out the SOS. I was begging for donations last Monday, and a whole bunch of you came through unbelievably. I always have a number of you are always giving me super chats and super stickers, and of course, thank you for those. That's wonderful that you do that to me and for me. But I was also asking people last Monday to please go to my PayPal site. I have a donate button on my channel for PayPal. The link is down below in the description. And make a donation. If you'd like to make a donation to the computer, please do so, because 98% of a donation that is made on PayPal lands in my hands within 24 hours. With any monies that you send me through YouTube, which I do appreciate, I only get 70% of that. 30% goes to YouTube. And I only get it once a month when YouTubers get paid on the 21st of every month, by the way, for the month previous work. So in, what's today, the 10th? In 11 days from now, I will be paid by YouTube for my July earnings. YouTube ads, donations will all come in. All donations made now in August will arrive to me September 21. So it's coming. It's all right. It's coming. It's nice to know in advance, what you're doing and what you're getting, because it helps budget. But for those of you who helped me acquire this computer through these PayPal donations, I can't thank you enough. I was getting British pounds from folks in the UK, Australian dollars from Australians, US funds from Americans. Thank you, Americans. Canadian dollars from Canadians. Thank you all so much for helping out. Any of you who would like to make a donation to this channel? Oh, well, yes, of course. Yes, please. If you would like to help me replenish my broken bank account, yes, you can do that right here. There's the link for the PayPal me link, my donate button. Let me show you what I got last week. I went to Calgary on Tuesday, and I was going to buy the computer on Wednesday, but I decided, heck with that. Went right to the Apple store after going to my local banker over there to make sure my debit card could handle this acquisition. Went right to the Apple store and picked up this machine. Here it is right here, the MacBook Pro by Apple, 16-inch computer. Normally, or I was kind of hoping I would use this tonight on my show, but right now you are watching me on my webcam right there on top of my existing PC, because I don't know how to use this. That's a simple, honest answer. I still don't know. I've only had this for 4 days. I have no idea how to do that. I do know that by touching the cursor right here, the machine will turn on. And if with my finger, by pushing it, let me see if I get my camera on here, this little button up in the top corner here, just by scanning my fingerprint, turns on my computer. I have the internet right here. And I can tell you that as of about 10 minutes ago, I had 58,486 subscribers on my YouTube channel right here. And if I go to my refresh button, which is right there, hit the refresh button, 491. I've added 5 subscribers in the last 15 minutes. This computer is 10 times faster than my PC when it comes to the internet already. I mean, that's just unbelievably fast. One thing I love to watch on my YouTube channel, let me show you here. This is the beauty of live with a machine that's this quick. I hit the analytics button right here, and you can see these bars going across up here. These are how many views I'm getting on my YouTube channel right now live in the last hour. And those spikes right there, that's you guys. You guys out there in live land are tuning into the show at 8 o'clock Eastern time. In the first minute of this show, YouTube said that I had about 85 views in the first minute of all my videos and the live show combined. The second minute was about 70 or so, and it's now averaging about 55 a minute. In the last hour, this channel has generated 2,484 views. Each bar is 1 minute of the last hour. That's what's happening. This bar right here is the last 48 hours. And so today, in the last 4 hours, I've had quite a bit of activity here. By the way, thank you, Sharon. Thank you for your donation on PayPal. Thank you. I just saw that. This is in the last 3 hours since I uploaded a video a few hours ago, plus the live show now. And so in the last 48 hours, I've had over 51,695 views come in on the channel. And that's how I keep tabs on what's going on. These are all the individual videos. They tell me exactly how many views per video. And I can see each chart of every video I've ever made since I uploaded the channel. But this is internet. This is nothing new. I can do this on my computer, my PC. This isn't Apple exclusive at all. But this is what Apple is all about. All the way along here, you see all of those icons. It's hard for you to see those, but those are all the icons. Those are all the programs that are up and running on this machine that are available to me at a touch. What I do know what to do is turn it on, surf the web, listen to great music with these incredible speakers, marvel at how fast it is for that. But what I don't know how to do yet, but I will learn, is I don't know yet how to make a video on this machine. But when I do learn how to do it, I will be, of course, getting better and better and better at it. But it's going to take a bit of time because it's rather complicated. The MacBook Pro comes equipped with an unbelievable programs and graphic everything. I mean, I do not know technicals. Believe me, I'm not a computer guy, as you already know. It's powerful. It's got unbelievable memory. It's got an incredible graphics card. It has everything in here. But I also had to upload the Final Cut Pro X software, which is the editing software. And that runs 400 Canadian dollars, just that software package, which at the moment I haven't uploaded. I've got a 90-day free trial going. I have 86 days to go before it runs out. And then I have to cough up the next $400 on this machine. And that will put me over 6,000 Canadian dollars for everything on this machine, including the accessories I bought, which are the Magic Mouse and an adapter to allow me to plug things in. But I was playing with it. Of course, I've been playing with it since Tuesday night. But I have no idea how to make a video on this computer. I've got the program. I got the editing software, and I've been watching videos, and I've been watching professional YouTubers upload a video. I can see how they do it, but I have no idea what this means. What they talk about the features of the pro, and I don't know what the words mean. Have you ever watched Peanuts? You ever watch a Peanuts episode? The one child is in school, and the teacher is talking, and all you hear is blah, 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 blah. Well, that's what it sounds like to me when a prolific YouTuber is describing how they are setting up complex, high-end transition features on the Apple software. It's blah, 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 blah. I'm going, where's the expand button? Where's the undo button? Where's the back button? How do I double click that? You can't double click. There's no double clicking on Apple. All the little things, I have no idea. And I will be on a learning curve for quite some time, but I don't mind. It's okay. I bought into this. I know this is going to take months to totally figure out for what I need it for. I will never use this computer for what else it can do, like launch rockets and make medicine and do seriously complicated accounting principles. I'll never use this computer for that. Other people will use these kinds of computers for that. I'm a YouTuber. And as a full-time YouTuber that works 12 hours a day on his channel, I'm now trying to add this into my schedule and replace the old computer with this. And this is going to take a little while, but it will happen. And like I say, I'm working on it, but it's a long road to hoe. It's expensive to buy this machine, no question about it. I could have gone cheaper. I could have bought a brand new PC, maybe half the amount of money with the extended warranty and the taxes and all that. I could have gone that route. But then my phone and my big ass iPad won't have an easy time to converse. Although Windows people say, "Oh, you can make it work." Well, yeah, I've made it work for 3 years already, and it's been clunky. I also know that once I learn the Apple system like I should, and I will be working much more efficiently than I am now. The hope I have is that I can do the work I've been doing in maybe 9 hours instead of 12 hours. And that buys me 3 hours of time to do more for the channel. Because I now have 2 YouTube channels, the Stock Markets with Bruce channel and the Traveling with Bruce channel. And so with the 2 channels on the go, I will be doing stock stories and travel stories on the same machine. And this machine will have no trouble handling it. By the by, what I've also noticed about this computer, it's definitely much more powerful battery than what I have now. The computer I use now, this PC, is plugged in all the time, because if I unplug this machine, it has 45 minutes and then it's out of juice because the battery's old. It's the second battery, and I don't trust it. But the Apple, being brand new with the 100-watt battery, the largest allowable battery on an airplane, by the way, this thing runs for like 6 hours with everything I do on it now, which is, multiple YouTube, multiple internet tabs going at the same time, playing music in the background and whatever. So it's much more powerful in that way. But the other thing that I've noticed is on the PC, because it's always plugged in and it's working to its maximum, the fans are always running on my PC all the time. They're running. The fans are always running. The Apple, I can't hear it. It's working, but it's not working. This machine is looking at me going, "Oh yeah, you think you're a hotshot YouTuber, huh, buddy? You think you can push me around? You think again. You can put as much stress on me as you want, and I'm going to have a field day with you, buddy. No trouble. Anything you want to throw at me, I can handle it." The other thing this machine does is it quickly goes to sleep when I'm not paying attention to it. Like right now, it's gone back to sleep, preserving energy. But for me to turn it on, I just touch the pad and put my finger on the button, and it's up and running. It's incredible. This PC, if this thing goes to sleep and I open the lid to try to get it, 5 minutes before I'm back up and looking just on my YouTube channel on internet. It's completely different. Now, I will also be fair to my PC. It's been a good computer, 4 years, hard worker. I have put it through the paces. I dropped it this past spring on a hard paver floor in Phoenix at my buddy's house. It survived. It's got cracks in the body. It's been a warrior. And it also could use a professional computer geek to sit in front of it for like 20 minutes and clean it up. I mean, when I say clean it up, the files and the memory and all the cache stuff, and again, stuff I can't tell you about because I'm not a geek. This computer could be brought a much higher standard of excellence, but it's going to cost me money, and I got to find somebody. I'm in a small town of 5,000 people, and I need this thing. So I'm watching YouTube videos from time to time as to how to better increase the performance of this computer and look for glitches. So far, it hasn't crashed out on me, but it is a somewhat mechanical unit. It has a CD burner in it, and it has the memory with the moving parts, the hard drive, whereas the solid state hard drive over here is what I have now. So the new computer is silent. It's really quiet, and it barely gets warm underneath. And when I plug it in to charge up the battery and use it at the same time, I'll put my hand underneath it, and it's not even warm. It's like warmish, but under this computer, I put my hand on it, it's hot. It is hot. I can't put it on my lap. I have to have a pillow, or I have actually a unit here that's designed for a computer on your lap. It's a soft pillow on the bottom with a hard shell plastic top that the computer sits on so it can vent. And I try to allow this computer the best venting it can have to keep it as cool as possible. But yeah, this is a major upgrade, and a major upgrade not just from power, but also logistically. And Bruce has to do some homework to figure out how to use this computer, but I will figure it out. And so again, thank you from the bottom of this guy's heart to all of you who last Monday stepped up and sent in donations. I was hoping that a few of you would do it, and 25, 30 donations later, I was just amazed. Jennifer could not believe it. She just shakes her head in amazement and says, I cannot believe that these people who've never met you will actually send you money so you can buy a computer. But just shows the folks, the channel, that the people behind this channel, you're just unbelievable, and I thank you very much. There you have it. Let's say hi to a few people, and let's talk about some cruise news. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know. Let me see if I can get my comments to work. I'm not sure if I can. Dr. Mengele is here. Okay, hang on. I need to go. Hang on a second. I have to make this go away. Again, thank you. The links are down below if you want to make a donation to the channel. Thank you all. Comments, Dr. Mengele, I have been wondering about the new computer, how Bruce likes it. I struggle with tech. My flip phone is a challenge. I hear you. I took a long time before I got a cell phone. I held out for as long as I could. Art Guy, hooray for the new Mac. Dr. Mengele, Bruce, only 98 Fahrenheit today from 29 Palms, down from the last 2 weeks of 120. But it's a dry kind of heat. Hard. I love the area. I know where you are, 29 Palms. I used to live in Palm Desert. I love the dry heat. I tell you right now, if I were in Palm Desert today with 105 degree temperature, whatever it is, I would be doing my shows. And at the end of my shows, I'd get a nibble to eat. And then I would be grabbing my big 2-liter bottle of caffeine-free Diet Cola, a big cup full of ice, and I would be putting on my flip-flops, my bathing suit, and my towel around my neck. And in the dark, because at 7:30 in the evening it's dark, I would be walking over to my my swimming pool hot tub complex, because I'd be living in the gated community on a golf course, and I would be swimming and sitting in that hot tub, de-stressing from having done 2 live shows back to back, the sponsor member show and the big show, and drinking that 2-liter bottle. And if I finish 3/4 of it, so be it. That is heaven for me. Even in the summertime, I couldn't care less, because at 7:30 at night, it's still 85, 90 degrees. I tell you right now, that's heaven for me. I love it. Jen, for Bruce tonight, thumbs ups for Bruce. Thank you, anybody and everybody who's giving my videos thumbs ups, including these live shows. If you're watching me on my Stock Market with Bruce channel, please throw thumbs ups over there. That channel needs all the help it can get. 21 of you are watching right now. I thank you for doing that. And if you're here on TWB, please throw thumbs ups on this channel. Jan, JRS, is keeping track of how many thumbs ups I'll be getting, and I do appreciate it. Kirk Brunson is in the house. Hi, Bruce. Great sponsor Hangout show again. Thanks, Kirk. I hope you checked out the video I did for you today. I hope you liked it. Jan, hit the like button on your way in, because you know you are going to love this show. Carla Miller. Hi, Bruce. 99 in Arlington, Texas. Carla Miller, thank you for being here today. Nice to have you here. Kirk Brunson, another sponsor member, is in the house. It's funny. Dr. Mengele, my almost 9-year-old, rings around me with phones and computers. Those kids, They're fearless. Kevin Chapman, enjoy the new iMac MacBook, Bruce. Thank you, Kevin, very much. I will. SLGC Mats, hi from hot and humid central New Jersey. Thank you for being here today. And also, thank you. I know last week you made a contribution, and I want to thank you for that too. Joyce Giddens, good evening from Philadelphia. Welcome, Joyce. Emily Archer, hello, Bruce. It's 91 today. Welcome, Emily, to the show. Hope you're having fun with your MacBook Pro. I am. Fun is a unique way to say it. Lots of fun, and then some kind of like, I don't know how this works. How do I make this work again? And I'll watch a video and try to figure it out, and then just patiently take a time out, come back to it. It's a work in progress, but it's going to be great. William Providence, hi, Bruce. I have bought to the penny $1 million of cruise line stock, 250 grand RCL and 750 in Norwegian. I wanted to get your thoughts as to which of the cruise lines presents the best prospects for the future. William, right now, I know that the shares went up in price today because Richard Fain, the CEO of Royal Caribbean, talked about the unbelievable demand for cruising into 2021. I think this is a rally that isn't going to last. My personal interior gut feel is that these cruise shares are going to go down in price for the next year and a half before they recover. Now, they will have their days, and they are having their days, but I am not so sure that with a company like Royal Caribbean announcing today that they lost $1.6 billion for the second quarter of this year, they're going to lose that much every quarter for the next couple coming up anyway. I'm not sure I want to be in these shares right now. I think their future is lower rather than higher. Now, William, you can buy put contracts against your position to protect against downside. Of course, it's a little bit of money, but we'll call that insurance. And I would highly recommend you do that. Make sure that you have puts against the shares. So if the share prices drop, the put contracts will go up in relation to how much the shares go down to protect your investment. If the shares go up, your puts will be worthless, but that's insurance that you're paying against downside. I would highly recommend you do that. Look into that with a stockbroker, or look into that with YouTube videos on making sure you buy put contracts. So be careful, my friend. Kay Trent, hi from Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. Kay, welcome from Waynesboro. Janet, hello from Bangor. I think that's Bangor, Maine. Welcome, Janet, from Bangor. Jeanine Lamming's house. Hello, Bruce and TW friends from Bill and Jeannie. I think it's Jeannie in East Tennessee. Welcome, Jeannie from East Tennessee. And thank you for your contribution to allowing me to get this MacBook Pro. It says it right there. And there's the logo on the outside. This machine is unbelievable. And I got to tell you, when I went into the Mac store, that was on Tuesday afternoon, Jen and I went in. And of course, nowadays, to go into a Mac store, an Apple store, they check your temperature first with a little machine. And you have to wear a mask because it's Calgary. So you got to wear your mask. I had on my TWB mask. And you tell them why you're there, and they'll then escort you in the store when you're allowed in to a rep, an Apple specialist. Well, I told them what I was there for. I'm looking to get a MacBook Pro. So, of course, Jen and I were escorted to a young lady who specializes in MacBooks. And we told her the story. We told her that Bruce is a YouTube creator. She said, "Really? You're a YouTube creator? What's the name of your channel? What do you do?" So I told her the name of the channel. She got on her phone right away, looked up, and she said, "I'm a subscriber. I'm just subscribed to your channel." She says, "I'm going to check you out when I get home." I said, "I have another channel, Stock Markets with Bruce." She went on that one, subscribed to that one. And so I have a new subscriber. I don't know how much she'll watch, but in any event, she's asking all kinds of questions. And I pulled out my book. This book, it's called a notebook. I don't know if a lot of you younger kids know what these are. These are what we used before we had computers. We would write stuff down, and it would never crash. You don't need batteries. There are no moving parts, really. You just need a pen, and don't lose this, and you're good to go. Anyway, I pulled this out, and I had written down all the specs for the MacBook that I wanted, having done all the research on YouTube for weeks, months, and I told her, this is what I do. This is what I expect to be doing. This is what the channel does. This is what I'm doing on the channel. And here's what I think I need for the computer. And she's using her phone in the store, and she's finding the machine and the chip that's in there, the RAM, the memory, the everything, graphics card. And she says, well, I've got a couple of choices for you in stock. And I asked her for 1 terabyte of memory on a solid state drive, whatever. And she said, we don't have one of those, but we have one with 2 terabytes. But everything else you want with 2 terabytes instead of 1. I thought, well, what's wrong with more memory? Nothing is wrong with more memory. Nothing is wrong having more memory. And so it cost me more money, of course, but I didn't care. I was getting it. And so she said, great. Someone will bring it out in a few minutes. In the meantime, I asked her about a couple of accessories. One of which is right here, the magic mouse right here, which is now wireless. It's got a glass front to it, just like your iPhone. It's a glass front. And you stroke this, and that moves the pages on your machine. It's unbelievable. Of course, I have a wireless mouse for my I have a wireless mouse Logitech here for this machine, but it's got wheels and it's got buttons and it's got it's clunky. Oh, this thing it's unbelievable. Anyway, it's Apple. What can I tell you? Got that, and I got an extra wire, and got a machine here that can handle all kinds of other accessories. Got this machine right here, and if you notice here, I have all of these holes in here. I can plug in my cable right into my modem. I have HDMI and other jacks, and this is the unit that you plug into the Mac, to the Apple, because you cannot plug this into an Apple. You cannot plug this into an Apple, but you can plug this little thing into an Apple. So, of course, this unit goes into the Apple. Everything goes into here. You're up and running. What I forgot is to buy an SM small, smart card, those little wafers you have in your camera. I forgot to get one of those. I need this. I need to plug this into my computer because I will be getting a new camera shortly, but this is very handy to upload information. Now, I have one of these in my laptop here, my PC, but not in the Mac. And so yesterday I went to downtown Creston. I bought one of these. I got one of these, those little, you see those inputs there? And then here on the other side is another big one, and there's this little wire. And so what you do is you take this little unit right here, and you plug it into your SMI, whatever it's called, and then you plug this into. You can't plug this into a Mac, so you plug this into this right here, and then you plug this into your Mac. And that's what I did yesterday. And so yesterday I was able to begin to transfer information from my PC into my MacBook Pro. Now, those of you who are MacBook Pro aficionados, and I know you're out there, and you're telling me, you're yelling at the screen going, it's called that. It's called that, you dummy. Well, I'm a dummy. I don't know anything about computers. Theoretically, in theory, this machine right here, this PC, through the internet, will transfer files to my MacBook Pro. I set up the transition or migration program. I followed all the rules. I watched YouTube videos, and I followed the instructions right on my Mac. The Mac tells you how to do it. And then I had my computer turn on the migration software, and it worked. And the two computers talked to each other. They both had the same verification code show up at the same time. So I knew that the PC was talking to the MacBook Pro. All I had to do now was transfer files. And so I followed the directions on the Apple computer to transfer files. And I hit the magic button, and it started to work. That wheel came up, it's working. And then it told me it would take me 91 hours, 91 hours to transfer the information. And I thought, there are 24 hours in a day. This is almost 4 days, and I can't use either computer for 4 days. I thought, no, I can't be it. So I stopped that. And then I thought, well, I know what to do. Why don't you just download? Why don't you just transfer a file? I tried that. It didn't work. I was having I've got glitches, and the problem is not the hardware. It's not the MacBook. It's not the PC. It's not the internet. No, that's not the problem. It's the humanoid. This one right here. This guy who knows nothing what he's doing, trying to tell a very highly sophisticated computer and a not, somewhat sophisticated PC computer to do something that he's just sitting there going, can't you guys just do this for me? No. They need commands. These computers are very picky about how you say what you want them to do. I have no idea what they're talking about. This one talks, the Apple talks in one language, the PC talks in another language, and I don't know either language because I don't even know how to speak English, because you folks know I can't even pronounce words properly. Anyway, I tried 4 or 5 times over 2 days, various ways of transferring information from this computer into this computer, and no success until I went downtown yesterday to the local electronics shop, and for $9, I bought that little box that lets me stick in an SD card. And what I did was I put the SD card first just into my computer, and I uploaded a couple of files of information that I want to put into the Mac. I uploaded that into the file. I figured that out. Then I took the file out of the computer, put the file into the little box here, plugged the box into the converter, plugged the converter into the MacBook, and uploaded information into my MacBook from the SD card. And so now in my photos file are a whole bunch of cruise ship photos and logos of cruise companies and everything else in the computer. Now what I need to do is take the SD card again, to put it into my computer, clean it out, and upload more. But I have a 32 gigabyte card. I have a couple of them, and I have a 64 gigabyte card that's inside an adapter, which I can also use. But this is going to take a while. This is going to take days and days, but it'll get done. It'll get done. And it's not like it has to be done by tonight. I've got forever to do this, but I've been preoccupied with uploading a video to the channel yesterday, doing a sponsor member video this morning, putting a video onto the channel today, doing 2 live shows tonight. I have a few things going on Mondays, and so Monday is not a good day to be uploading info from one computer to another, but there are ways I can do things that might seem to you to be primitive and old school, but it works. And I feel quite comfortable uploading to a SIM card and then popping it into the machine. $9 unit is all I needed. If they only would install one in the Mac, but they can't install one in the Mac. It's so thin, there's no room for one of these with everything else that's in this Mac. And of course, Apple has its way of making it simplistic and easy. Please note this beautiful MacBook Pro. There are only two little Thunderbolts on this side, and there are 2 Thunderbolts on that side, and they're the same size, and that's it. And if you don't fit a Thunderbolt, you're not plugging anything into this baby. You got to figure out another way to do it. The dongles come into play. And that's how this all works. It's an unbelievable machine. I tell you, I marvel at it. And I am really looking forward to becoming, a bit of an expert on it, I hope, for what I need it for. But I got to say, it's a bit intimidating at the beginning when you look at this machine and watch videos of professional unboxers unbox one of these and talk to you about all the technical specs and then try to explain to you what it means. I did an unboxing video yesterday and posted it on Traveling with Bruce. If you want to see what a rank amateur unboxing video looks like from a 64-year-old YouTuber who doesn't know what the hell he's doing, I got a video for you on Traveling with Bruce on unboxing this video last week, Tuesday afternoon at my daughter's apartment. Jen Jr. was holding the camera, and Jennifer was just beside me on a chair watching me being filmed by Jennifer Jr. And if you look closely, you will catch a glimpse of Jennifer in that video. You'll catch a glimpse of a piece of Jennifer in the video, as long with Jennifer Jr. She also makes an appearance in the video in a limited way. And I'll leave it to you like that because I need all the views I can get, and I'd rather you watch it than me tell you. Anyway, yeah, it's a whole different ball game when a rank amateur does an unboxing video versus when a professional 1 million subscriber YouTuber that only does high-end technical electronic machinery unboxings does one. The difference is stunning. Completely different. Sandy Robinson, good evening, all TW family from sunny Malibu. Love your shows. Thank you, Sandy. Michael Sutton, hi, Bruce. I'm from the UK. Michael, how are you, buddy? Welcome from the UK. I have many of you there. Hey, Bruce from Pacific, is that Missouri or Montana? I'm not sure. Midwest Rancher. I think it's Montana. Welcome. Jack Wise, greetings from Conroe, Texas, where the temperature has fallen in the last hour to a freezing 90 degrees. Jack is my newest and latest a sponsor member. He joined last week late, and thank you, Jack. He checked out his first ever Hangout show today. And Jack, welcome to the club. I'm glad you could make it, and thank you for supporting this channel. Here's another sponsor member, Brittany Anderson. Hi, Bruce. I'm all currently making a nutritionally dense smoothie. Right on. Well done, Jan. Loved meeting your brothers on that new video, Bruce. I'm glad you enjoyed the sponsor member video I did today just for sponsor members. I'm glad you got a kick out of it. I will eventually release it on Facebook. If you become a member of my Facebook group page, Traveling with Bruce, spelled with 2 L's, ask to join. I'll let you in. I'm the administrator of the channel. I will eventually upload that video there, and you'll be able to watch it there. Sylvia, hi, Bruce. This must be the new iMac, nice and clear and sharp. No, I didn't feel the earthquake. My daughter did in Raleigh. No, this is the old PC computer I'm on with my webcam. But it's pretty clear photo with this machine. It's pretty good. Tim Bowman, greetings from a very sunny and warm Seattle. I will send you some more warm weather. Thank you, Tim. I know it's coming all this week. Nikki Singleton, greetings all. We were having thunderstorms in Jacksonville, Florida. It was only 93 today. Here in Creston, 78 for the high. We'll take it. Scott Weber, hi, everybody. Scott, thank you for being a sponsor member. Peter Heckema, thank you as well for being a sponsor member. Hi, Bruce and everybody. Bruce, did you see all the cruise line stock went up today? I think Royal Caribbean went up $5 a share, and they lost $1.6 billion in the second quarter. I'm scratching my head. I agree. I think you should sell the shares. If you own cruise shares, I'd get out now and get back in later. They're going to be cheaper. James Bainton, Apple was up today. Must be because Bruce bought his new laptop. You know what? I did some calculations. It's unbelievable. In the last about 3 months now, 3 months ago, Jennifer and I got ourselves brand new Apples. I bought an Apple iPhone 11 Max, which is the biggest one they make. Jennifer got an iPhone 11 Pro, it's a little smaller than this one. I like the bigger screen because of all the work I do. This acts as a second monitor to keep an eye on what's going on. Those machines I was able to buy through my telephone company because I have a plan through TELUS here in Canada. But I know that I picked up $3,000 worth of Apple product when I walked out of that telephone store 3 or so months ago. And then just last week, I walked out of the Apple store with this computer and all the accessories. And by the time I get my software uploaded, it's a $6,000 acquisition in Canadian money, by the way. This is all Canadian money. That's $9,500 of Canadian dollars of Apple product in the last 3 months, some of which is on 2 years worth of payments through the phone company, and some of which I had to come up with up front. Thanks to you guys for helping me get there. Is it any wonder that this company is worth almost $2 trillion when a YouTuber like myself, who has very little understanding of what he's doing, picks up this amount of machinery? It's unbelievable. It just blows my mind. I remember in 1980, when I was a stockbroker, had been a broker for about 6 months, and I had a client who was a gentleman in his 60s, a very wise gentleman, and I spent many hours talking to him because he was just a wealth of information that I absorbed. And he mailed me a package one day. He said, I'm going to send you something in the mail, and let me know what you think. And in the mail popped a big brown envelope. Open it up, and inside was a prospectus. It was a stock offering for a company that was going to go public for the very first time, called Apple Computers. I had the original prospectus from Apple Computers, which I eventually gave back to him because it was his. I wish I had it today. It would be fascinating reading, although I can read it online, I'm sure. But he asked me, what do you think about this company? Do you think I should buy some of these shares? They were $20. I think they were pricing them at 24 American dollars, if I recall, back in 1980. And I read the story. I'd heard of Apple. I'd heard the name because the company had been around already for about 4 or 5 years. And I said to him, I said, if you're a long-term investor, you might do okay on this one. And when I was thinking long-term, 2 to 4 years. I figured by the time I was 30-ish, this would be an okay investment because I was approximately 24, 25 at the time. So I thought, well, by the time I'm 30, 4 or 5 years from now, this company should pretty well have its act together. And the amount of money that they're raising right now from the public, this should give them quite a bit of capital to build up their business. Little did I know that if you bought 100 shares back at that time, that you would now have 5,600 shares of the company because of all the stock splits, and they're about to split them again, a 4-for-1. So that 56 shares will turn into 224 shares, and they're going to be trading at $120 a share. So 224 times $124 a piece. They went public at $24 way back when, which would be the equivalent of like 20 cents a share today if you backwarded it, if you split the thing the other way. Unbelievable. I don't know if he did buy shares, and I don't know how long he held them if he did buy them, but he was in his 60s at the time. I don't think he's with me now. I don't think he's around anymore because he would be about 100 and something now. I'm dating myself. It's 40 years ago. Yeah, he'd be 105 now. I don't think he's still with me. And I only dealt with him as a broker for about 4 or 5 years, and then I moved into other areas. But anyway, yeah, Apple. Wow, isn't that amazing? William, Providence, ideal. I'd like to find out how you would spend the money between the 3 big cruise lines as to what percentage each. I wouldn't own any of them right now. I'd be out. I would get out, stay out. Or have put positions against your position right now. I would not recommend buying them at the moment. They're going to lose a lot of money this next year. Ray, good evening, everyone, and hello from Pittsburgh. Thank you, Ray, from being here from Pittsburgh. My wife is a huge Steeler fan. Steve Cohen, Tampa, Florida, hotter than the sun's temperature. So hot. Kirk Brunson, hey, Bruce, Kirk from New York City switched over here to give you watch time. Thank you, Kirk. You're on my Stock Markets with Bruce channel. And also those of you on my Traveling with Bruce channel, thank you for being on both channels tonight. We're getting dual coverage tonight. And thank you for being on my Stock Market channel. Those of you who have not checked it out, please check out my Stock Markets with Bruce channel. I hope you like it. I like to explain the markets in plain English as to what's going on out there. I used to be a stockbroker. And if you like my videos, please subscribe to that channel and help it out by giving it some watch time. It's almost monetizable. Rich L, hello from Salinas, California, near the Monterey Bay. Temperature 67 degrees, clear and sunny, not 120 there in Monterey. What a beautiful area. Welcome, Rich L. Dan Massey, hi, Bruce from Hamilton, Ontario. Do you ever think what meet time the cruise will be done? Do you ever think it'll be time? When can we go back cruising? I sure hope it'll happen soon. Dan, I can't wait. Jen, hi, Kirk. I am doing the same thing. Who's here? Tom LeConte. Tom, welcome. Sponsor member. Hi, Bruce. Central Florida here. Very hot today. Humid with real temperature 106 degrees, showing off one of those emojis he gets to use. Tom, welcome to the channel. Thank you for your support of my channel. Really appreciate that. Nice to have you here. Mike Zone. Mike and Leanne are here from Grouse Point, Michigan, where it is 84. Not bad. 84. Welcome, Mike Zone, to the show. Debbie Emanuel, one of my favorites. Hi, Debbie. Hi, everybody. Hot again in Northern California today near Chico. Low hundreds all week. Yuck. Thank you, Debbie, for being a sponsor member and for helping me get this computer with your donation. Thank you so much. Linda Doer, hi from Reno, Nevada. Thunderstorms are brewing, hoping for rain, not lightning. Generated fires. Love your show. Thank you, Linda, for being here tonight. Paul Jordan is here. Hey, Bruce, saying hello from lockdown city of Melbourne, Australia. It's 10:07 in the morning, and it's a cool 12 Celsius. It's winter in Australia. About 50 Fahrenheit. I can handle that. Billy Farron. Hey, Billy. Good evening, Bruce. Hello, everybody from Brooksville, Florida. And yes, it's a hot one. 90 degrees right now. Hope everyone's doing well. Billy, welcome to the show and stay cool, my friend. Sylvia, hi there. Debbie Emanuel. John Honaday. Hi, Bruce. Thanks for your channel. 84 in Montebello, California. You take care. Thank you, John. Jim Bees Johns. Hi from Texas. Jim, how you doing from beautiful Texas? So many viewers watch me from Texas. From the U.S., incredible viewers from the Caribbean, viewers from all over Europe, the U.K., from down under in Australia, in New Zealand, from Japan, Canada, of course. Thank you, all of you from around the world who are watching this YouTuber struggle to speak properly and use the right pronunciations, and now learn how to work a MacBook Pro 16-inch. I know I have a Ferrari in my hands, and I'm used to a Chevrolet. I tell you, I'm excited. Debbie Emanuel. Oh, Sylvia, I've been thinking about you. How was that hurricane last week? I hope you and your family are all right. Sean Murphy, hello from Denver. Only 82, just back from Vegas. Right on, Sean. Welcome back. Jack McKinney Jr. Hi, Bruce. First time posting on your show. Thanks for the cruise info and stock tips. Just sold all my Carnival stock for the time being. I'll get back in a little later once it's a bit settled. Jack, I think you're going to get them for less, but don't let the fluctuations bother you in the meantime. Beautiful 90 degrees here in San Jose, California. He goes on to say, welcome from San Jose. Sylvia, Debbie Manuel, all I did was get rain, lots and lots of rain from that hurricane. My family lives in upstate New York. It's only my daughter and I here in North Carolina. She lives in Raleigh. She felt the quake, not me. There was a quake there, but thankfully not too much damage from what I can tell you. Ken Kachura is in the house. Hi from Janet and Ken in Saginaw, Michigan. The temperature is 84 degrees with rain moving in. Ken and Janet, you guys are unbelievable. Let me show you something. I get postcards from Ken and Janet from Michigan all the time. Here's one of the boss. Thank you guys for sending me these great postcards. They're all over the back wall here. I get so many items in the mail from you two guys. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for all your support of this channel. You guys are just wonderful, and welcome to the show tonight. Emily, you can make and edit videos on your MacBook Pro, and you don't have to worry about computer viruses. Woot, woot. I'm excited to figure this out. Debbie, I'm so happy you are doing okay. Daughter may still be wobbly after earthquake. That's for Sylvia. Robert Blend, lovely 90 degrees in Boston. Great show tonight. Robert, thank you, and welcome from beautiful Boston, Massachusetts. Mermaid Sea. So are you on your new computer? Or right now I'm on the PC. The MacBook Pro is right here, right by my side. Sylvia, Debbie Manuel, she said she was sleeping. It came in at 8 a.m. I was out doing my morning walk. Billy, hey, Bruce, used to make medicine like a vaccine for the virus so we can get back cruising again. Wouldn't it be nice if they get one done sooner rather than later? We'll hope for the best. Emily, you will be much happier with your MacBook down the road. Believe me, laugh out loud. We all have iPhones and Mac computers here in the house. Right on. Mike Stone. I'm a Mac guy who makes videos, and I use ScreenFlow by Telestream. It is a lot less money and will do the work you need to make your videos. I get the endless advice. It's fantastic. Sylvia, Billy Farron laughing out loud. Andrew Cabotty, hi Bruce. Andrew, how you doing, buddy? Billy laughing. Mariposa, hi Bruce. Cool new big ass machine you got there. I hear reverberation. Why is that? I don't know. That must be the it's not the computer. I can tell you that it's not that computer. Sylvia Mariposa, he is not using the new iMac yet. He just doesn't know how to use it. That's right. Bruce uses his PC like a teenager and drops it like they do. I tell you, I just was horrified when it fell down. I thought, that's it. I've done it. This was back in February of this year in Phoenix, Buckeye, Arizona. I was at my buddy's place with Jennifer for a week. And I had it on the arm of the couch. And I bumped into it, and she went backwards, and she fell down. But the computer fell down flat on its screen. It was like a letter L, so it was like it was doing this. It was doing this, and it fell down like that on the back of the monitor. But the battery popped out of it, and I'm looking at it, and there were chips, pieces of plastic all over the floor. I'm going, oh my God, I broke it. And I picked it up. Put the battery back in. Took a little while to get the battery to fit back in because the body was a bit warped, but it went back in. Hit the button, started, and uploaded a video later that day. I thought I had to go to Phoenix within the hour to pick up a cheap PC temporary fill-in computer. But thankfully, I didn't have to do that because all the work I would have had to done to transfer everything, it would have been just terrible. And I didn't have the money. They really didn't have the money. Billy, laughing out loud, Sylvia. The Tyler Show. Hey, TWB family. How you doing, Tyler Show? What's going on? Brittany, I have you going on my computer for the stock market channel and on my phone, Traveling with Bruce. Beautiful. Brittany, you're doing it right. Everybody out there, please take two devices. Watch Stock Markets with Bruce on one of them. Help me with watch time and subscribers. And watch me on the Traveling with Bruce channel on the other one. And you're just doubling the fun. And thank you very much. Megan saying, hey. Hi, Megan. How you doing, Megan Frost? Tyler Show. Bruce, since you upgrade to the Mac, have you looked into getting Final Cut Pro? Yes, I've got the free version right now for Final Cut Pro. I've got 90 days of free usage. I've got 4 days in, so I got 86 to go. And when I pull the pin and buy it, 400 Canadian dollars to acquire it when that happens. So I got 86 days to decide on that. Arc Adventures, 56 thumbs ups. Hey, from St. Louis, Andy and Andrea are here. Hi, guys. Welcome to the show. Debbie Manuel, switch to Stocks channel for views. Thank you so much, Debbie. And please give these videos, these live shows, thumbs ups if you can, people. Brittany, for those who are not in the sponsors member show, tomorrow night marks 1 week since I became a travel agent. My host agency is Teletravel, and my name on there is Brittany Anderson. Right on. Brittany J. Way to go, Brittany. Mermaid Sea. It's Shark Week. Oh, my God. Brittany, the name I gave my agency is Travel Adventures. There are no typos. 2 L's in Travel Adventures. I wonder where she got the 2 L's from. I think I know. Arc Adventures, crazy storms here today in St. Louis. Second power outage in a week. How's the weather there? It is gorgeous. It is sunny. It is beautiful. It is calm. Not a lick of wind. A couple of white clouds here and there. 78 degrees in Creston. Absolutely wonderful. Just like it's supposed to be. Carla Miller, I still use a notepad. Right on, Carla. Sylvia, I used to use that, Bruce. It's called a notebook. Yes, I use this all the time. I never lose anything on it. It never crashes. I have many of these. They're always the same. They never upgrade them. They're almost always the same. Brittany, I still use notebooks for all my travel agency information. I'm used to a binder. I'm taking tons of notes. Most of the notes have to do with cruise books, which end up being 2.5 pages of notes. Right on, Brittany. You are working. Arc Adventures, TWB is awesome. My Windows PC has 512 gigabytes and 1 terabyte solid state drives. Great for editing YouTube videos. Transcoding footage takes tons of space. Robert, evening from Modesto, California. Love your new Mac. Thank you, Robert. And thank you for helping me get it. You're awesome. Bruce, you sound like a robot. That's you. It's not me. Bruce, you can go live on the MacBook Pro with all the other stuff. You can do it. Jan, 28 thumbs ups on the stock channel. Thank you, everybody. We've got 25 of you watching right now on the Stock Channel. Andrew, hi, Bruce. Thank you. And hi, Andrew. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for all of you who are here on both my channels tonight, Traveling with Bruce and Stock Markets with Bruce. Randy Lucas, Thunderbolt, aren't they a USB Type-C? Robert, you just lost me on that one. Janet, my notebook usage is stacks and stacks of family history notes with the 27 8x10 color glossy pictures with circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one, and it never crashes, and you never have to replace them. I understand that. No upgrades to worry about. Nick B, I just saw Jennifer's foot and Jennifer's Junior's thumb. You're giving it away to everybody. Andrew Cavity, hi, Bruce. If you want to see Jennifer and Jennifer Jr. make an appearance on my show, on my video, they're on the unboxing video for the iMac. They're on that video. I just uploaded that yesterday. Check it out. Arc Adventures. Yes, I was so excited and told Andy that's Jennifer Aniston's foot and his daughter in the reflection. You see, you guys are so sharp. Sylvia, now everyone's going to get off this live show and see your unboxing and get a glimpse of Jennifer and Jennifer Jr. You see, that's what's going to happen. That's what I was hoping would happen. I need the views. Midwest Rancher, Missouri. Thank you, Midwest Rancher, for helping. MO is Missouri. Thank you. Montana's MT. That's right. Thank you. Emily Archer, Nikki, hello there. James Bainton, did you see the pics of Sovereign with its nose chopped off already? Yes. They're taking the ships apart. Arc Adventures, Midwest Rancher, St. Louis, Missouri here. Hello, fellow Midwesterner. Emily Archer, Bruce, your iPhone 11 will talk to your computer and vice versa. They do talk to each other. They're talking behind my back. They're telling stories to each other. Emily, Bruce, my opinion, when you buy a camera, definitely buy a GoPro Hero camera. Just took my camera out for an SUP over the weekend. Interesting. Arc Adventures, 200 shares of Royal. I'm in at 34. I got sidetracked today, but I did wonder about selling them and sitting on the proceeds and buying more shares cheaper if it goes down. Same with the other two. Dump them. Sell now. Get out tomorrow. Get out. And wait. Just wait. You'll get them back much cheaper, and you can buy more. Maybe you can turn 200 into 300. If they go down enough, you'll have 300 instead of 200. That's the move I would make. JRS 77 thumbs up, so we can do better for Bruce. Please give this channel thumbs ups. Please give this live show thumbs ups, and also on Stock Markets with Bruce. There are 28 of you on Stock Markets with Bruce. Thank you, all of you who are over there. Please consider subscribing to that channel too. And there are at least 125 or 130 on Traveling with Bruce. Thank you all for being here today. Hospice Medic, with the new computer, are you going to get rid of your big ass iPhone? I don't know. I might be able to do that by having the clip-on mic, because I have a clip-on here, but I just have to figure out how to get everything to talk to everything and figure out the logistics and all that. So then this will go away, and you'll see me like this. But it's one step at a time, folks. Just bear with me. Michelle Brown, hello from New York City. Welcome from the Big Apple, Michelle. Nice to have you here. Scott Fares. Scott, hello, Bruce from Ontario, California. Thank you for all the information you share with us. Thank you, Scott, for being here tonight. I've been to Ontario many times, been through it, flown in the airport, of course. Started traveling to Ontario, California as early as approximately 1986. I started flying in and out of Ontario for business out of Canada. And an okay area. It's not on the beach or anything like that, but everything you need is right there. Ontario, California. Vicky Hart. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Vicky. Welcome to the show today. Sponsor member. Patrick Bagnall, December 6th on the Celebrity Edge. Will it sail? I'm on the Harmony of the Seas, December the 6th. I don't know if it's going to sail. We got a group cruise on that one too. Vicky Hart, long time no see. Vicky, thank you for being a sponsor member, and check out the sponsor member video I made today just for sponsor members. You're in it. I can't wait for you to see that. Ian Stratham. Hi, Bruce. I am from Victoria, British Columbia, and there is nothing wrong with that. Ian, welcome from beautiful Victoria, BC. And greetings to you from Creston, British Columbia. It's a beautiful day here. I'm sure it's a beautiful day there. Vicky, hot in Virginia, she's saying, I believe it. Rebecca Reimer, good evening from Lexington, North Carolina. Welcome, Rebecca, from Lexington, North Carolina. Omega 19628. Hi, Bruce. Greetings from Troy, Ohio. Welcome, Omega from Troy. SLGC Mets Hurricane, whatever that thing was called, packed an unexpected punch. We lost power for 37 hours in central New Jersey, and several people in our township were out for 4 to 5 days. The damage was severe. Unbelievable. Emily, the hurricane from last week, put out power for 36 hours in lower Westchester County, says Emily. Andrew Cabot High from Pittsburgh, California. Welcome. Susan R. Hi, TW family. Hot in Metro DC. Welcome, Susan R. from Metro DC. Linda Dewar, maybe borrow someone's teenager for a week or two before they're busy with school, and you'll be up and running smoothly in no time. Well, I'll hope for the best. I'll tell you, we'll see what we can do. I'll tell you, Vicky Hart, I have Macs and IBM platform PCs and laptops, etc. They both have their advantages. I like both for different reasons. Right on. Arc Adventures, not hearing reverb here. Bruce's voice is booming through our living room in glorious surround sound, no reverb. You know what I noticed? Just little things about the Apple, this incredible machine. Here we go. I can't help it. I love showing this thing off. I hope you don't mind. The thing that I find is amazing about this computer is that when I'm on YouTube, for example, and I'm looking something up, and I have to listen to a commercial like the rest of us do because I'm not a premium member. I just listen to commercials. A commercial will come up on this machine, of course. I can't believe the sound of the commercials. When I listen to a commercial on a YouTube video on my PC, it just sounds like a tinny little ad. When the ad runs on this with the woofer, this thing has 2 subwoofers or 2 woofers in here and 6 speakers. It's got 6 speakers. I can't believe the quality of the sound that's coming out of this box. Look how thin this thing is. Look how skinny this is. Look at this. I mean, my thumb, my thumb is wider than the computer. Let me show you. My thumb is wider. My baby finger is probably the width of the entire computer. I mean, here on the side where you can't hide the thickness of a computer on its side. Look at this. Look at this thing. My finger is wider. My finger is wider than the side of the computer. Look at that. Unbelievable. There's my baby fingernail. Look how tiny this is. This is like 3/8 of an inch. It's unbelievable. And yet, there's nothing on the bottom. On the bottom, it's flat. You notice that? Where on the bottom of my PC, it's got holes in it. It's got grids. This computer, it vents all of its heat and air in and out of the back. I don't know if you can see that. You see this just little slits back there. You see that? Hard to show you with this computer like that. Unbelievable. It is just a marvel of engineering. I really have to hand it to them. And as we are speaking right now, as I'm talking to you, there have been 2,850 views of my channel in the last hour on YouTube. Just steady as a rock, going across. You guys are here. A whole bunch of people are watching. And here's so far in the last 4 or 5 hours, you can see the activity here on my channel. Unbelievable. Very good day today. And thank all of you for watching me. This machine is truly something else. So the sound coming out of here, I love listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I love listening to Doobie Brothers and the Beatles, and I listen to 80s music, anything. The quality of the music, the sound of the music coming out of this machine. My stereo behind me, I have this black domed unit right here. That's an AM/FM stereo radio record player with 2 8-inch speakers or 10-inch speakers. That's from 1974, kids. It's there for decoration. I never play it. I never use it. I never play anything on it. It's once a year I turn it on. I'll never get rid of it. It's from my youth. But this computer, my goodness, it cannot. My PC computer has a Bose B&O sound system, speaker system, nothing. It's nada compared to this thing. This Apple, it's unbelievable. It's one of the nicest $6,000 stereos I've ever had. I gotta say. Switch channels to get views on Stock Markets with Bruce. Thank you so much, Sylvia. We have 23 watching on Stock Markets with Bruce right now. Arc Adventures, Jen, so funny. Yep, this happens after 50. Wait, what? Brittany, I'm going to have to rewatch the unboxing video. Yes, check the unboxing video if you want to watch a rank amateur. Open up the box of an Apple iMac MacBook Pro. I'm the guy. I did it. That video is the worst performing video of the last 10, and I'm certain of the last 100 I've uploaded. It's not about stock market, not about cruise ships, of course. On a cruise ship channel, I have an unboxing video for a MacBook. What do you expect? So I just laugh at whatever video count it gets. I'm a happy guy. I'm a happy guy. But if any of you catch it, let me know what you think of it. Yes, Bruce, I am doubling the fun on both channels for you. Thank you so much. All of you who are doubling the fun on my channels, thank you. Mariposa, Sylvia, thanks. I'm still hearing two Bruces. Got to say, definitely not bad thing at all. Rebecca, give your thumbs ups on both shows, please do. Thank you, Jen. Arctic, yeah, it sucks. I'm way older than Bruce. Mariposa Papillon, hi, Susan. Brittany Anderson, I've just been listening in tonight. Let's all give Bruce thumbs ups. Thank you, Brittany. Arc Adventure switched over to Stock Markets with Bruce for another thumbs ups. Thank you for that. SLG Mets, 85 thumbs ups in traveling. Thank you guys for the thumbs ups. Arc, and give another sub for my phone account. Oh, there you go. Subscribe to both my channels through your phones, iPads, laptops, desktops. Hey, help a guy out. Well, I need all the momentum I can get. Sean bought 20 shares aluminum a month ago. Still set a sell level. Made $300. Well done, Sean. Well done, Billy. Bruce, what I said before, it meant to come out like create a vaccine on your new Apple Pro so we can get cruising again. So you want me to develop the vaccine on this MacBook Pro, which is certainly capable of handling a lot of the software for that. If only I knew what to input. How do you turn it on? I don't know. Vicky, my devices talk about me all the time. I'm not paranoid. They talk about me all the time. I'm not afraid. I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid. Ninok, I don't think he got the Alice's restaurant thing. I probably didn't. Brittany, Bruce, you cracked me up with some of your videos. Vicky, I love Arlo. Eugene, 96. Hello, Bruce. Hope to see you on a cruise sometime in my life. Palm Beach watching. Eugene, that would be great. I can't wait to go on my next cruise. I've already lost one, and I think I'm going to lose another, but boy, yeah, I want to be on a cruise real bad. Jan, 90 thumbs ups on the Travel Channel now. Thank you, everybody, for giving my show here on Traveling with Bruce thumbs ups, and on Stock Markets with Bruce. Thank you for these thumbs ups. This really helps the channel get noticed by the YouTube analytics computers. It pushes more people my way, and I need all the help I can get. Robert, Bruce, did you see where Hawaii has reinstated its virus restrictions again? Everyone going into the island has a mandatory 14-day isolation, parks being closed, and many other restrictions are set. I had heard about this. I think I'd heard about this. I know other states are putting in restrictions. I think it's a good idea. I know here in British Columbia, we have to wear a mask whenever we go into a store, a public place. In Alberta, next door, masks mandatory on the street. If you're walking outside, got to wear a mask. If you're in a store, coffee shop, Starbucks, got to wear a mask. And the case counts are staying relatively low because of it. And I support it. I totally support that. Mariposa, I am a certified dingbat. I was hearing two Bruces because I'd opened the TWB live window to set the timer at 7:30 p.m. At 8 o'clock, a pop-up reminded me to go to TWB live, and so another window is open. I got him on double. Mariposa, thank you. All you need to do is just get 5 devices and have 3 of them on one of my channels, 2 on the other, or however you want to do it, and give a bunch of thumbs ups, and I would appreciate it. SLG Mets. I like how Mariposa translates into butterfly. Chris M. Hi, Bruce. I think you will like your MacBook Pro. I love mine. I am certain I will too. I will figure out how to use it properly. It will happen. It's a long-term investment, and it will work out. And thank you, Chris, for being here. Vicky, laugh out loud. You could have put real speakers on your other laptop. Oh, come on now. Don't be saying that. No. What are you talking about? The biggest feature I have for higher end sound is this right here, the Traveling with Bruce cell phone amplifier. this baby right here. We're sold out of these right now. I've got more being manufactured right now to be available in a next week or two. I'll let you know. And those cell phone amplifiers work great. They amplify the sound all over the place. And we'll get back to you on those. The second version is coming out. Jan, 40 thumbs ups on the stock market channel. Arc Adventures, what's your batter life like now on what's your battery life like on the new Mac? Battery life, very good, very high. My PC's battery is shot. It's good for 40 minutes. If that. On the MacBook Pro, it's been 6-7 hours with a bunch of stuff running at the same time. So that's phenomenal. I charge it like once a day, and that's all I have to do. It's amazing. Vicky, I was just listening to Doobie Brothers yesterday. I love their good quality tracks. And other tracks too. Arc Adventures, Genesis and Phil Collins would sound great on that. Yes, definitely. Dusty48, enjoy your videos and good advice. Dusty from Little Rock, Arkansas. Welcome from Little Rock, Arkansas, Dusty48. Nice to have you here. Welcome to TWB and Stock Markets with Bruce. Vicky, yeah, Robert, I postponed my Hawaiian cruise from this November to spring 2022. Price for the same room on the same ship almost doubled. Welcome to a new normal, kids. 23 folks still here on the Stock Markets with Bruce channel. Occasional comments are coming in. I love that. And also about 130 of you on TWB. Welcome to both channels. Let's continue on. Margarita, hi, Bruce. I enjoy your videos. I miss cruising, Margarita. I know that. SLG Mess Kevin, I found the unboxing video to be very entertaining. We enjoyed your enthusiasm. Thank you very much for that. Margarita, thumbs up for you. Ben H. Tran, hey, Bruce, and TWB family from Broadlands, Virginia. Welcome, Ben. Welcome back. Who else is here? This is Vicky Hart. I am hoping for a group cruise that happens. I hear you there. Joel Harris said that. Sorry, Joel, I missed your comment. Wait a minute. Let me get back here. What am I doing? Joel Harris, thanks for all the incredibly valuable information you provide. Being a MacBook user for years, welcome to the club. Thank you, Joel, very much for that. And thank you for your kind words. And welcome to the show today. And please throw a thumbs up our way if you can. Vicky, I am hoping for a group cruise that happens. I understand that. Donato, hi, Bruce. Donato, how you doing, buddy? Ninok, Arlo Guthrie, Alice's Restaurant. Oh, okay. Again, still over my head here. Emily Archer, here in New York, too. Walking outside and inside the stores, too, you have to wear a mask. Good idea. Margarita, Miss Cruising from the Bronx. Yeah. Ben H. Tran, great time to eat grapes. Arc Adventures. Vicky, that's crazy talk. SLG, Mets, 101 thumbs ups on traveling. We broke 100 thumbs ups on Traveling with Bruce. Thanks to all of you guys. Now, if all of you who gave me a thumbs up on that channel could pop over to the stock market channel, pop a thumbs up over there, that would help that one pick up as well. Thank you all. Cheers to all of you from Traveling with Bruce and Stock Markets with Bruce. Appreciate all of your following, local support. Again, I want to just one more time say this. All of you out there who made a donation to me through my PayPal donate button last Monday, unbelievable. I think we raised over $800 on the live show last week. $800. That's a record. It's never been done before on this channel. I've never seen anything like that before. And I want to thank all of you for that. I've been raising money about a month before already, and with what had come in already, and then what came in on Monday made a huge difference towards the commitment to getting this machine, because I'd had money available and saved up for it, but I knew I didn't have enough. About 3 weeks ago, I was short because I did the recalculation of what I needed for this machine. And it came in a little more than I needed. And I ended up with a 2 terabyte machine instead of a 1 terabyte, which I think cost me an extra $400 to do that. So all of your contributions last week and all of these super chats and all of these super stickers, it really helps. And I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Jennifer, just blown away by it. And like I said before, if you're going to make a donation to my channel, if it's a couple of bucks, YouTube is great. I get 70% of that money. Eventually comes in 6 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. But anything over a couple of dollars, if you're donating $10 or $20 or $30 or anything like that, please do it on the PayPal channel. Do it on my PayPal donate button, which is linked down below, because I get 98 cents on the dollar. It's only a 2% handling fee, and I get 98 cents of those funds immediately. I can go to the bank machine the next morning and take it out if I needed it. And I thank you all for doing that, because the donations that came in last Monday will be transferred. I haven't transferred it yet into my account, but that'll be transferred in the next week or so. And that it does really help to replenish this heavily drained account that I drained to get this machine. But the machine has been acquired, and we move forward from here. So again, thank you, everybody. Emily, Traveling with Bruce, should I wait for the advanced version of your cell phone amplifier? Well, there'll be a new one next week, so keep your eyes open on next week's show. I hope to have it by then, and I will show you what the new cell phone amplifiers look like. Brittany Anderson, I have you going on all two of my devices. Beautiful, Brittany. Debbie Manuel, oh yeah, wanting a second TWB cell phone amplifier and hoping it's another option. Stand by. Mariposa is saying to me, here we go. SLG Miss, thanks, or should I flutter around you and say gracias, y merci? First Sergeant Richard is in the house. Good evening, Bruce, brother Bruce from Virginia. Welcome for Sergeant Richard to the show tonight. Welcome back, buddy. Carol, hey Bruce, congrats on your new MacBook. Thank you, Carol, and again, thank you everybody for that. SLG Miss, laughing out loud, butterfly. James is saying Hurtigruten is up to 61 guests and crew with the COVID virus. I talked about this last week. They had 30 something crew members, 4 in the hospital. Then they started to do the tracing back with all those passengers. 61 with the guests, and the number keeps climbing. Unbelievable. Alan Carter did that here. Welcome, Alan from Calgary. Nice to see you, pal. D Nada Y D Red. I don't know what that means, SLG, but it's got to mean something good. James, that's horrible news, but not surprising, sadly. Mariposa, love the Doobie Brothers. You're made that way. You know what? I love the Doobie Brothers. Everything EW and F2. After the cruise is done. Wait, what? Yes, after the cruise is done by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh man, there's a song I listened to on Earth, Wind, and Fire that I just love it. It's called "Running." It's an instrumental, and it won a Grammy for the band back in '74. But if you ever want to listen to a really cool track, it's called Runnin', Runnin'. I don't know if it has a G on it, by Earth, Wind, and Fire. You can download it for nothing off of YouTube. I listened to it on this MacBook Pro, and it's just wow. I tell you, if I'm standing, I'm moving. If I'm standing and that song is on, I can't stand still. That song is such a funky, great tune. And I like how it breaks down at the end, and then they put it back together again. It's so well engineered. Though they were professionals, real pro. Arc Adventures, you'll be thankful for the 2 terabyte in storage in the long run. I believe it. I'm with you there. Brittany, I think that my mom has been a MacBook user for over 10 years now and is on her 3rd MacBook because of problems she has with 2 of them, which are MacBook Pros. Well, depends how you treat them, I guess. The gaming techs, Brittany, I am on my 3rd MacBook in 2 years. Mariposa, Nighty Night Billy, Brittany, dang, the gaming text. Ben, my cousin, has been using his MacBook ever since '07, and it still works perfectly. He's also been driving his Corolla ever since 1998, and it's been holding up well. There you go. Jan saying, Bruce, you have 51 thumbs ups on the travel channel. Thank you, guys. 25 are you on that right now? 51 thumbs ups. This is as of a while ago. Thank you, everybody. Dusty D on your stock channel too. Thank you, Dusty. Gaming Techs, ACN. I don't know what that means. Mariposa. Hey, cousin Bruce. When we donate via PayPal, do you receive funds in Canadian? Just wondering, things that make you go, If you send me American funds, they arrive as American funds, and I can convert them whenever I'm ready to. And of course, I prefer American over Canadian. 35% more. But you can send me Canadian funds, American funds, whatever works for you. Once I do a withdrawal, I can do a conversion and take it out. But I like having American funds because when Jennifer and I travel, we know, for example, we're going to drive down to Las Vegas or we're going to drive down to Phoenix to see my friends. We will stop on the highway, perhaps in Idaho, for example. Might stop at Idaho Falls in a hotel. And then we'll stop in Vegas for a night or two on the way down, maybe on the way back. We reserve hotels using our PayPal account, and we just pay in American funds. We don't have to reconvert it. So if it comes in American, we keep it in American. And then if we need it as American, we can spend it. For example, if I'm buying something on Amazon US, I can use it in US funds instead of doing it in Canadian. And I don't have to pay those exchange fees. But if I need cash out of the PayPal account in my hand in Canada, I will convert some of the American to Canadian and then just pop it over. So that's how that works. So that's why I just love it when you folks send me American money through PayPal. That is golden, because it's for, like I said, for future purchases in the USA, either online or in person. Okay. Saw them in concert, says Vicky Harris. Mariposa, SLG Mets, nice. Andy Lee, have you talked to Tony and Jenny from La Vida Loca? Not lately. Just a few weeks ago, I was on the show with Don and Tony and I. Gaming text. I can't wait until the day I can hear "Wobble Baby, Wobble Baby, Wobble Baby" and say that you remember and celebrate good times on those loudspeakers. Jen, I had the privilege of seeing Earth, Wind, and Fire perform in Bermuda. Oh, that must have been a great show. Andy, have you talked to Tony and Jenny? Like I say, not lately. SLG Mets smiling. Carol, Bruce, you have 108 thumbs ups on your Traveling with Bruce channel. Mariposa, oh, Bruce, 1974, I was in diapers. Just kidding. I know running awesome dynamics, talking those big words. I used to be married to a musician. Right on. Well, in 1974, I was 19, and I was still roller skating on weekends. And whenever they would play anything Earth, Wind, and Fire, oh my God, the floor would just get packed with all the roller skaters. And oh, I remember those days fondly. I used to have a 6-pack. What there was of it was all skin and bones, and powerful legs and a skinny body for roller skating. And oh, I miss those days. I think back on them fondly. How I used to love going roller skating way back when. Oh my gosh. Yes, I miss being skinny. Let me take a look at my my phone here and just make sure everything is up to speed. And double checking here. Yes, I wanted to say a special thank you to donation that came in during the show. Sharon Chapman, thank you, Sharon, for making a donation to my channel. $6.42 Canadian has arrived in my account through PayPal. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. And again, all of you out there who made PayPal donations last week, you guys were unbelievable. Came through beautiful. Linda Hepburn from the United Kingdom also. Thank you for your contribution to the channel from Britain. And Wes Morrison, of course, Jeff Dinian, Rocco Grasso, thank you. Chris Manila, Tim Bowman, Charles Spencer, Peter Heckema, as always, you're unbelievable. James Riley, Richard Leggett, Susan Reitner, Fahil Hawkins, Rebecca Hansen-Reimer, Sean McCroskey, Zane Blechner, Sean Spencer, Richard Pecoraro, Sharon Chapman, Thomas LeConte, Donnell Mahoney, Donnell from Ireland. Thank you so much, Donnell. Sean Murphy, and again, Debbie Emanuel, Colleen Sachs, Jeannie, and everyone else. You guys were unbelievable. Those are all just through PayPal. I know that some of you made donations through the super chats as well. And again, thank you, all of you, for that. It was just absolutely wonderful. Again, those of you who would like to become part of my Facebook channel. You can subscribe or you can become members of the Facebook channel. Just ask to join. I'll let you in. I'm going to have VMC. April is coming in right now. Donna Hessler, I've just approved you as a member of the Traveling with Bruce Facebook channel. Adriana, you're in. And Charisse Lemereau Phillips, you're in. Just got you in. Rob Blend got you in as well. Just added the latest members of the Facebook group page. I look at this every day, many times a day, and try to keep on top of things as best I can. And thank you for following me on the Facebook group page, as well as following me on Instagram, and of course here on Traveling with Bruce and Stock Markets with Bruce. You guys are awesome. Thank you, all of you, for following me. I really, really appreciate it, and watching my videos and all your support. There you have it. The last of the cruise news I'll mention, for those of you who are still here, like I said, Royal Caribbean announced their financials today, announced that they lost $1.6 billion in the second quarter of this year. They are spending $250 to $270 million a month to not be in business. That just keeps their ships up and running with their skeletal crews. They are spending over $5 million a month on every ship that they operate to keep them in the water. That's how much it costs to operate a cruise ship with no paying passengers. $100,000 a week. You want to buy a cruise ship? Royal Caribbean is also saying that they're going to spend, for the last 6 months of this year, they're going to spend over $500 million on interest charges. That's how much they're going to spend in interest charges for the last 6 months of this year, $500 million. Next year's interest charges will be in excess of $1 billion. Now, that means that first $1 billion they make in profit will go to their bankers for interest. The next dollar they make is their first dollar of profit. But by the time they're up and resailing with their entire fleet, I think it'll be 2022 by the time the entire fleet is up and running. I think that their interest charges will be $1.5 billion a year, maybe 1.4, but much more than it is now. So they're going to have to make $1.5 billion in profit before they have any profits to share with investors, shareholders. And I don't see the shares trading in the $60, $70 range in the next year on fundamentals. Days like today, where the stock went stupid because the president of the company said that he couldn't believe how many people were booking cruises into 2021. Days like today will happen. Let's take a look here at the stock. This is today. This is Royal Caribbean today. And if my camera focuses in, it was up 521 during the day today, down 48 cents in the aftermarket. That was way too much. The shares, I don't think, should be in this price area. I think that these shares are way overpriced. For the last, here's 6 months. You can see here for 6 months, the shares were at the very high level up here back in February. You can see that right down there. It says February. And if I can get the phone to focus on this, you'll see it a lot clearer. Let's see if we can zoom in. Come on, phone. Come on, camera. Come on. I'm trying to get the camera to catch it. Anyway, it was as high as $120 back then. And now the shares are sitting at, there we go. Now the shares are $57. They were as low as the 30s. They were, I think, this year as low as $19.25 a share. I think they're going to hit the low again between now and recovery. But that isn't tomorrow. It might be 3 months from now, 5 months from now. I can tell you that in the next 3 months from now, they will release their third quarter financials. They will be as bad as their second quarter financials. Then they will release their fourth quarter financials 6 months from now. They will be as bad as their second and third quarter financials. I think they're going to lose over $1 billion a quarter going forward for the next 3 quarters, at least, maybe 4 quarters. They might lose $1.5 billion a month, every 3 months. It's a ton of money, and it's not going to be easily recovered. It's going to take quite some time because, like Mr. Fain had said, when they start to resale, they'll only start with a fraction of the fleet. They might only start with 10% of the ships, then get to 25%, then to 40%. There might be 6 or 7 ships that never sail again for Royal Caribbean. Same is already true for Carnival. They've already told us they're getting rid of 13 ships. I think they're now talking 15 ships. Carnival is getting rid of ships by scrapping them or selling them off. They will not be the company they were before for quite some time. Yes, new ships are coming from shipyards, but those ships are going to cost the cruise line more money to operate because they're bigger vessels. And they're going to have the big payments to make on those vessels as well. So the cruise line shares may hit new all-time lows that we saw a few months ago in the next 3 to 6 months. So I would be very cautious. If you're a shareholder now and you're up, I would take my profit and get out. Today was an anomaly. This isn't going to last. There's no way the shares can go to $75, $80 a share. They have no money. They're losing $10 million, $9 million a day. They're losing $9 million a day at Royal Caribbean. I don't see how this is going to work. Carnival's losing $650 million a month. That's $7 billion a year. Unsustainable, long term. And I don't think we're going to be sailing until 2022. I'm sorry to say it, but it's going to be quite some time before we sail again. Anyway, there's my take on that. The other cruise line I want to talk about, Carnival owned Aida. AIDA is the spelling. Aida Cruise Line. They wanted to start sailing out of Italy and Germany for August. They've postponed it now to September. They couldn't get Italian approval fast enough. And again, with Norwegian situation, what's happening in Norway with the infection rate there, the Germans are not sure about this. We'll see what happens there. The other news, travel news, had to do with Disney. I touched on it a bit today on this show. I think I touched on already. Disney World is cutting hours. They're cutting back the number of hours they're open by at least an hour a day for almost every park they have in Orlando. And that adds up to over 20 hours a week of less open time. That means, of course, for Disney, they're saving money because they have 1 hour less of work to pay workers for because there are no customers there for that last hour. They're cutting back electricity usage and security usage, all that sort of stuff. And so I don't think the tickets are going down in price, but the hours available to you as a consumer have been backed off. But this is telling me that they also are looking for ways to save money. They're looking for ways to cut back on expenses. Ben H. Tran, on July 22nd, it was my parents' 50th anniversary. They were going to go on Empress of the Seas, but because of the Mexican beer virus, they went to Bethany and Rehoboth Beach in Delaware for a week. Right on. Good, safe move. Mermaid Sea saying hi. Are you doing trivia? Not tonight. I missed trivia last week because of my trip to Calgary. I will make it up to you. There will be a surprise show this week for trivia. Mariposa, I'm learning a lot about you, Bruce. When I vacay in Canada, I always get turned around when I withdraw funds from an ATM. I choose CID. I've got to stop doing that. Canadian dollars. Robert Blent saw Earth, Wind, and Fire and Chicago perform together at Foxwoods Casinos. I saw Chicago live 2 years in a row at the Canadian National Exhibition in Toronto in, I think, 73, 74, something like that, or 74, 75. Fantastic shows. I believe I've seen Earth, Wind, and Fire. I know for a fact I saw the Ohio Players live in Buffalo, New York, and loved it. This was in 74 at their, when they broke out, 74, 75. Ohio Players, what a great act. I saw them in 1980 or 81 when they were on their way back down. They had their big days, and now they were no longer the big factor anymore. Saw them in Calgary at a nightclub in front of 200 people, where I had seen them in Buffalo in front of 7,000 people or 10,000. Both shows terrific, absolutely terrific. Enjoyed them very much. But those were decades gone by. Now, Earth, Wind, and Fire, I want to say I saw them live on the same ticket in Buffalo, but I can't be sure anymore. I just can't be sure. But love their music. Love Chicago, of course, through all the years from 68 on. Listen to Chicago from way back when. And a really terrific band. But live, oh man, do they put on a great show live. Who else am I thinking about? I saw the Rolling Stones live in Toronto in Maple Leaf Gardens, 1974 4. And I had seats at the side of the stage because this is a hockey arena, Maple Leaf Gardens. Their stage was set up where the goal area was, the blue line area, and I was on the side at the blue line, and I could see across the stage. So the audience was out there, the back of the stage was back there, and I was watching the band. And I love to watch the musicians do their technically watch them musically play. The music, the sound, it's all great. The show, I don't care about the fireworks and the laser show. I want to watch the guitar player, the bass player, the drummer, how they do what they do, because this, to me, that's just unbelievable talent. Anyway, yes, got to see the Rolling Stones live, and I got to tell you, that was unbelievable. No encore. They do their show, and they finish the last song, and then they leave, and they don't come back. They don't do an encore. And I tell you, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. All right. Nathan AVL. Hey, Nathan, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for being a sponsor member. 115 watching, and I'm proud to be number 106 on the thumbs up. Thank you so much for that. Mariposa, do you remember the time in September? Do you remember in September? Patrick Clune. Sunglasses. Patrick throwing off all kinds of emojis because he's a sponsor member. Beautiful. Wanda, hello, Bruce from Diamond Bar, California. Hope you are well. I am well. Thank you, Wanda. JRS, 114 thumbs ups. Maria, hello, Maria 345 PHUS. Welcome, Maria. Welcome to my channel and the show tonight. Emily, Bruce, you have 116 thumbs ups. Patrick is still throwing up something. MG, it's cheaper to buy a new ship than pay interest charges. Isn't this something? $1 billion a year. Vicky, I need to join your stock channel. Please do. Jan, we got 20 folks still over there. Jan, do join Vicky. Bruce makes the stock business easy to understand. Emily Archer, JRS, good advice. Vicky, throwing up emojis. MG Toe, Disney tickets are too high. Let them go under. There you go. Vicky, Chicago is awesome. Saw them live 4 times. Ben, trivia will be trivia later this week. Vicky is right. Ben, not tonight, later in the week. Ben, yes, on the stock markets with Bruce. Thank you, Ben. Emily, traveling with Bruce. I was watching the theme park YouTubers, and they said that no more walking and eating. The parks want you to pull over to the side, eat and drink, and then mask up when you're done. Very interesting. Again, smart move by the parks. By the way, cheers, everybody, from Traveling with Bruce and Stock Markets with Bruce. Thank you for joining me tonight. We're almost done here. Let's see. Stones are also excellent live. Indeed, they were. Mariposa, oh yeah, Chicago is awesome. Carol, still have Chicago on vinyl. Me too. Mariposa, Vicky Hart, yes, the Stones. Jen, Bruce, your heading says trivia on the stock market channel. That's why there's the confusion. That's right. I read all the comments that are coming on my PC from both channels, but I don't know which channel is sending me a message. I can see on the Stock Markets with Bruce channel right here. I've got the Stock Markets with Bruce channel right here on my big ass iPad, and I see the actual comments here. But I see all the comments for both channels on my computer. Plus, I have Traveling with Bruce on my iPhone Max, and I see comments pop up here as well. So I'm getting them on 3 different devices, but I generally read them off the main one main area. Steph K, stock recommendations to do long term ? And Red Wine is here saying hi from Texas. Hi, Red Wine from Texas. How you doing? Steph K, I don't have like recommendations. I don't recommend stocks generally. I do follow, of course, the cruise stocks because I follow cruise lines. And I think those shares are a sell. No matter which ones you own, I think they're a sell. But tomorrow they might go up again. I don't know. I don't make them move. I just tell you what I think fundamentally is going on. But I do follow Apple. I've noticed how Apple went from $360 a share about a month ago now to $440, $450. Unbelievable. They're going to split 4 for 1. Unbelievable. I do follow GameStop, the shares of GameStop, because of the heavily shorted stock that is. They're trading a little higher today. I think we're up 17 cents today. Still in the low $4 range. I don't know if they're going to be a successful investment, but I think with all the shares that have been shorted, any hint that company has of upside, those shares are going to take off. But I don't know if it'll happen or not. They are a retail business and they have to sell through their retail stores. Gaming techs, are you still getting demonetized if you say coronavirus? No, not. Thankfully, no. YouTube has gotten over that shock because I'm not sensationalizing it. I don't exaggerate it, and I don't, highlight it. So we're okay. But I still call it the Mexican beer virus. Jan is saying, Bruce, 54 thumbs ups on your stock market channel. Thank you, everybody, for doing that. I'm going to say my good nights now because it is 9:43 Eastern time, and we started at 8 o'clock Eastern. One last time, let me show you my new acquisition. Because of all of you out there, in one way or another, watching and supporting this YouTuber, I have been able to get my hands on this computer. And thank you very much for your donations to my channel, super chats, super stickers, and just watching my commercials. It has meant everything to me. Also, those of you who are on Redbubble, picking up TWB merch like my shirts and cups, thank you for those royalties. They all come in really handy. The computer is absolutely incredible. You touch the trackpad, it turns on. And if you put your finger on top of the little button over here, it just turns back on. And my YouTube channel is right here. And I can see right now the channel for the last hour, while you've been with me, even longer, 2,831 views in the last hour. That's much higher than normal. Here are the last 4 hours of today, how the channel is doing. And it is doing very, very well. It actually wants me to retry, so I'll do a retry. Here we go. 55,000 views in the last 48 hours. And the last hour, it hit 2,992 views, almost hit 3,000. That's quite phenomenal. And as far as subscriber counts go, I go over here, and about an hour ago, we were at 58,491. Let's pop this up with a quick refresh. Here we go. We'll refresh that. Here it is, 58,502. We're over 58,500 subscribers because of you wonderful people out there following my channel. And I hope you're enjoying what I'm putting out there. You must be, because you're joining in. The video I made today, major cruise ship news, Royal Caribbean might have to sell or scrap ships. That video is the hottest video of the last 10 I've uploaded. It is my number one hottest video, and it's already had 6,200 views in 3 hours. Thank you for catching it, and I hope you're enjoying it. The video I made yesterday or day before yesterday, I made a video about an unboxing video. Here it is. The MacBook unboxing video has had 1,200 views so far in a day and a half. It started out pretty good, but it's been pretty wonky. In the last hour, it's had 12 views. So I'm not known as a MacBook Pro unboxing specialist, and you can tell by the number of views, only 1,200. But the videos had a number of positive reviews, and I thank you for that. Because I don't think it's a bad video, but it's certainly not in my wheelhouse at all. So thank you all for being here, helping me get this beautiful computer, which I will now, after this show, after a little break, I will go back to work and try to figure out how it works. There's a lot I don't know. And because of you, you helped me get it. So thank you. All right, guys, that's it from me. Mermaid at Sea is saying good night. SLG says, have a great night. Thank you, SLG Met. Alberts is here. Hey, Bruce, congrats on the MacBook Pro. Thank you, Albert, so much. Arc Adventures, good night, Bruce. Till next time. Great show, they're saying. Thank you, guys, for all of that, all of your support, your comments. I appreciate it. There we go. Just double checking. Here we go. Great show, they're saying. Carol Fassett, good night. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks again. You get 117 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. Sandy, good night. All great show as usual. Emily Archer, traveling with Bruce. You are on the same time zone as me. Laughing out loud. Dusty, good night, Bruce. Thank you, Dusty, for being here tonight. See you next week, I hope. Jan, thanks, Bruce, for another great show. Good luck on scaling the learning curve. Sally Paulson, do you ever think Oceania will do the Canal Christmas cruise with the COVID outbreak? Panama Canal this Christmas. I don't like the odds, Sally. I don't like the odds. It's going to require a massive change of everything. I just don't know if it's going to happen. Debbie Manuel, have a great evening. Be safe since Jen is not making sure you're okay. Have a great week, everyone. Toodles all. We will be good. Thank you, Debbie. Mariposa Bruce, do you think the Canadian-U.S. border will remain closed through the end of 2020? Do you think the War of 1812 will come again? I hate to think it, but I worry that the border will not be open for the rest of this year. I worry about it. For casual travel. I don't know. Mariposa, good night, Bruce. Thank you, Jeannie. Night, love that you got the new gear. Looking forward to what's to come. Thank you, Jeannie, so much. Rebecca, good night, all. Great show as always, Bruce. Thank you, Rebecca, and all your support. Thank you for your donation too. Ben, good night, Bruce and TLB family. Hope you had a good night. Emily, good night, Bruce. Be safe. Wear your mask. Donato, thanks. Thank you, Donato. Wanda, thanks for the updates. Good night. Gaming Tech, good night. And Salid, when Carnival starts sailing again? Salid, I don't know, buddy. It might be until 2021 sometime. We are down for a while. It is bad, really bad. Gaming Tech, how's your group cruise? How are your group cruise plans? Sorry, I didn't remember you answering the question. We're on for December the 6th, but I don't think it's going to happen. I just fear that it's going to be canceled sooner or later. We're already to the end of October, into November cancellations. I don't think it's going to happen. Mariposa, good night, everybody. Stay safe. Stay safe, everybody. In the meantime, all of you have a pleasant evening, a great week this week. Keep an eye on my channel for latest videos. We'll keep them coming. And I'll let you know when the first video is made with the MacBook. You'll know. I'll be telling you. I will tell you. Don't worry about that. Eugene 96, good night, my friend. Thank you, Gene. Eugene, thank you so much. Have a pleasant evening, a great week. Stay warm, stay safe, stay cool, stay healthy. Make sure you social distance. Don't forget to wear your masks. Get yourself a TWB mask. You know, you can get one of these on my Redbubble store, or you can get one of those on the Redbubble store. Here we go. I wore this one in the Apple store when I bought my Apple MacBook. Thank you for all of your support. I will talk to you later, everybody. Have a good night. I'm out of here. We'll see you later. Bye for now. Steph, see you later, Steph. Thank you. Take care.